Hello, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to explore a theme that is at the heart of Stoic philosophy, and that has the power to completely transform the way we live: the mind. Yes, the mind. The one that often seems to be in control, but which can actually be trained, shaped, and directed to help us live more fully, balanced, and meaningfully. And before you think about it, what does the mind have to do with Stoicism? I'll tell you everything. The Stoics believe that the key to a happy and virtuous life lies in mastery of the mind. They teach us that while we can't control everything around us, we can control how we react to circumstances. And it is precisely this ability that allows us to face life's challenges with serenity, courage, and wisdom. So if you've ever found yourself lost in negative thoughts, anxious about the future, or stuck with emotions that seemed out of your control, this video is for you. Let's explore together how Stoic philosophy can help us train the mind to live more consciously, presently, and meaningfully. Let's start by understanding why the Stoics placed so much importance on training the mind. For them, the mind is like a garden. If we don't take care of it, weeds take over. These weeds are negative thoughts, excessive worries, distractions, and uncontrolled emotions that take us away from our essence and prevent us from living fully. Epictetus, one of the great names of Stoicism, said it is not things that disturb us, but our perception of them. In other words, it is not what happens to us that defines our experience, but rather how we interpret and react to what happens. And that's precisely where the power of the mind comes in. When we learn to observe and direct our thoughts, we gain control over our emotions and actions. And here's a question for you to reflect on. How many times have you found yourself stuck in negative thoughts or worries that, in the end, didn't come true? How did this affect your day? Share in the comments. Let's exchange ideas. One of the pillars of mind training in Stoicism is the practice of mindfulness, that is, the ability to be fully present in the present moment. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, wrote in his Meditations, "Do not let the future disturb your present." How many times have you found yourself ruminating about the past or anxious about the future, while life passed before your eyes? The mind has a natural tendency to wander, but when we learn to bring it back to the present, we discover an inexhaustible source of peace and clarity. And here's a practical exercise for you to set aside 5 minutes of your day to practice mindfulness. Sit in a quiet place, close your eyes, and focus on your breathing. When the mind wanders, gently bring it back to the present. This simple exercise can help you cultivate a calmer and more focused mind. Another important aspect of mind training in Stoicism is the mastery of emotions. The Stoics do not preach the suppression of emotions, but rather the ability to observe and direct them consciously. Seneca, another great Stoic philosopher, said anger is like a fall off a cliff. Once you start, it's hard to stop. In other words, emotions can lead us to act impulsively and regretfully, but when we learn to observe them without identifying with them, we gain the power to choose how to react. And here's a reflection for you. How do you deal with difficult emotions, such as anger, fear, or sadness? Can you observe them without being overwhelmed by them? Share your experiences in the comments. Let's learn together. Now that we've talked about the importance of training the mind to be present and master emotions, let's explore a powerful practice that can completely transform the way we view life: gratitude. The Stoics believe that gratitude is one of the keys to happiness. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you get up in the morning, think of the precious privilege of being alive, breathing, thinking, enjoying, loving." Gratitude helps us focus on what we have, rather than what we lack. It reminds us that even in difficult times, there is always something we can be grateful for. And this change in perspective can bring more peace, contentment, and resilience. And here's a challenge for you. Create a gratitude journal and write down 3 things you're grateful for every day. It could be something simple like a hot coffee in the morning, a hug from someone you love, or a moment of silence. Over time, you will realize how this practice can transform your mind and your life. And so we come to the end of this content, but not before leaving an invitation for you. If you want to live a fuller, more balanced, and more meaningful life, start training your mind today. Remember, the mind is a powerful tool, and when we learn to use it to our advantage, we gain control over our emotions, actions, and, consequently, our life. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Stoic philosophy has a lot to teach us, and I want to continue this journey with you. Leave in the comments how you have been working to train your mind and what practices have helped you live in a more conscious and present way. Let's build a strong community, united by the search for self-knowledge and personal growth. Until the next video, and remember, the mind is your greatest ally in the search for a full and meaningful life.